Baby, y'all better come on in the room. New show alert. Ba- Baby, this is my type of stuff right here. But this is my wheelhouse. Right here. Hey, you guys. Thanks for clicking on the video. This is my review for BET Presents The Encore, Season 1, Episode 1. BET, you finally got it right. You got it right. You gave me something that said, and grabbed me up and put me in the seat that I love to be in. Baby, I feel like somebody just said R&B divas, boom, go at it. This is my wheelhouse. This is what I likes right here. This is my type of shit. This is gonna be good. You hear me? What they've done is they've pulled 9 women from girl groups and put them into a house, and they're trying to create a Supergirl group. And I know when I heard them talking about doing this show, I was like, whatever. And that's the truth. I was like, whatever. Now, keep in mind, when I came into this thing of reviewing shows and carrying on, it was right around the time when R&B divas was the hot thing. And, you know, I just loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was so sad when it went away. It was one of the best reality shows ever. All the different cities, and I loved R&B divas. But that's see my thing. I love singers, and what do I love more than singers? Female singers, and I love them. I do. Each of these ladies, each of them, I have watched portions of their careers, and I'm a fan. I'm a fan, and I'm rooting for each and every one of them, and that's what's going to make this really good, because that is the thing. Female singers just get the shaft. A lot of times, the business is not kind to our female singers, and they are some of the most phenomenal, most talented beings in the entertainment business, and they just do not get treated well. They don't. So I am on board for. There's no one here that I just don't like. You know, coming into this, I'm really here. I want to see all these ladies win. So this is going to be very interesting to watch how this plays out. Let me tell you who's all here, okay? And the whole thing is they're being brought into this house, and they are get 30 days. They're going to create this group, and they're going to cut an album and try to put together a stage show in 30 days. Um, y'all probably can hear that. It's thundering and lightning here in Pittsburgh, but that don't stop the show, baby, because my girls are singing, so we're going to do some chit-chatting, okay? So here we go. Here we go. So, um, first up, Fallon and Felicia. Okay, and I know, see, this is the worker right here. These names, Fallon and Felicia, that when you think Fallon and Felicia, you don't think no song, you don't think no group. All you think of is Bye Felicia. Now that's the key. Bye Felicia, that's what you think of when you think Fallon and Felicia. But it's Fallon and Felicia, which are the twins from Cherish. So I said, oh, wow. I said, yeah, what are they doing? So I always like Cherish. But this is the thing. I was sitting there racking my brain for the whole hour that the show was on. I cannot remember who the male artist it was that gave them the blues. There was a situation with a male artist, or maybe multiple male artists, that actually took them through a whole sticky, messy turmoil. There was a scandal that had to do with the group, and it had to do with those twins. And for the life of me right now, I cannot remember what male artist it was that took them through, but it sent them on Emotional roller coaster. I remember it. I remember it like it was yesterday. I just can't remember who it was or how it went down, but I'm going to get it. It's going to come to me. I'm going to run it on down here to y'all. But yeah, so Fallon and Felicia, they're the twins from Chez. Remember, there were four of them. Those are the twins. And then, baby, out of the car came my girl Pam from Total. What about? I said, "Come on, Miss Pam." So I'm expecting to see Pam. Pam rolls in. Pam is completely different than what she was. Her style still the same. She had these whole Alicia Keys braids going to the side, and they real long. Her braids are sharp. Yeah. Naturally, she's gotten older, and it's like, "Hey, Pam, what's up?" Pam, now, she was real edgy in the group because I always thought that Pam was family. I thought she gave off a very masculine energy, and I didn't know, I didn't know what her sexuality was, but Pam could very easily have passed for a stud, and she was just short. She was just short. I always, and I'm apologize early, because I don't think that woman is a stud. I don't think she even is a lesbian, but she always gave that energy. She was just like a pretty stud to me. But all in all, who cares? I don't give a goddamn who she lay with. I always thought that Pam was sharp, and she did her thing in the group Total. Total was shit back in the day. So love Pam. Then, baby, here come Nivea. I said, "Oh, Miss Nivea." Miss Nivea. "Hey, girl, drama." Nivea rolled up. I said, "Check her out." Nivea, she's bubbly, and she just seemed real fun to be around. Real fun to be around, and just real groovy. And she truly seemed very happy to be there, and I was happy to see her. So Nivea, Nivea's kind of like, it was like a one-hit wonder type of situation. Nivea is actually the only one there that wasn't part of a group. She was the only solo, but it was like that whole. She has that. It was like a one-hit thing, but everybody remember Nivea. Ciao. Hey, it is what it is. So then we look up. Here we go. Okay, I said no. Now she's already versed in how this works. Y'all want to play with her because she already knows how this works. Miss Shamari DeVoe, fresh off of Real Housewives of Atlanta, wife of Ronnie DeVoe of New Edition. Remember, she was in the group Black. So, Shamari always wanted to get back on the horse because she feels definitely that her situation ended too soon. And it really had to do with the fact that Lisa Left Eye Lopez actually passed away, that their group kind of just dissipated. So Shamari's always been looking for her second chance to do this. So I said, yeah, this is going to be interesting to see Shamari come on and win. And then, of course, I'm a Real Housewives of Atlanta reviewer as well. So, we want to see, she's one of our girls. She's part of the fold. So that's that. Then I looked up, baby, and I said, "Oh, do you got a first aid kit handy?" That Miss doggone Aubry. Oh, shit starting messy ass Aubry from Danity Kane. I said, oh, we get ready to have some reality TV. I said, yes, oh, baby, this is entertainment because that whore knows how to make good TV. Please don't be mistaken. Aubry O'Day is entertainment and reality TV gold. She just happens to be able to sing and dance. But that heifer is reality television gold. She knows how to make good TV. I said, oh, yes. Yes. The drama starts here. So I said, we're going to see how long it takes before Miss Aubry get her shit started. So I was glad to see her because y'all know I love me some Danity Kane, child. Then we look up and I said, oh, look at here. Lamisha and Irish from 702. baby. I said, hey, y'all. So it was good to see them. The silent members that people always thought that they weren't talented, that it was all just the lead singer. No, they can hold their own. They got their own thing. They always had their own thing going on. Irish was beautiful. That Irish baby. Even when their group was going on, my eyes always went to the back. Irish was the most prettiest little thing, and then at one stint, Misha was pregnant. So my eyes always went to the back. Now the sound of the group was the other girl, but them two were always where my eyes went to because one was just so pretty and cute and young, and the other one was pregnant at one point. So naturally, you was always rooting for them. Anyway, and then we had Keely. Keely from 3LW and the Cheetah Girls. So the first piece of business, you know Keely knows all about girl group stuff, so it's cool. She hadn't been in 2 girl groups. Keely comes out and lets them know, I'm not here for the group. I'm here as the creative director. Right away, the drama got started. Right away. Well, first of all, let me before that even happened with Keely. The drama started with the twins. The twins began to throw shade. They were the first ones in the house. When Pam came, they began to throw shade at Pam for being over 40. So they started with some ageism. I was like, ooh, not a good look. I was like, this is not a good look. And y'all don't know how to play reality TV, I see. Because you're already starting with something that's going to make the viewers hate you too. The viewers are going to drag you two. I'm just telling you now. You've already backed yourself into a corner. I've been doing this for quite a while. You've dragged yourself into a corner where the viewers, we're going to drag you. We are. You're cute, you're twins, and you can sing. Oh, they could sing. They always could. They could sing. You're going to need all of that to win us over. That ageism situation y'all got, we're going to drag you all. It always happens. Anybody that brings that ageism mess, they get dragged. It just is. Somebody didn't tell y'all. They get, baby, sort of. Anybody throwing age reads? And you may be telling the truth. Because this thing, when we get to talk about girl groups, oh yes, age definitely plays a part in the success of a girl group. But if you're bold enough to say it, that will play a part in whether or not we let you make it. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so right away, they started their mess. So, okay, Keely. So, right away, Shamari, you know, Shamari's real outspoken. Her and the Cherish twins started right up. They were being so rude to Keely. So rude. Telling her basically, you the one that need this. We don't need this. My sister, because they have these writing credits, they kind of like that, got that candy thing going on. They've been writing for folks, so they've been working. And the one sister has been really making some strides. And she's like, my sister just found out she's a millionaire. We don't need this. You all need this. And this is how they're talking. I was like, oh, y'all not no fan favorites already. Y'all got yourself backed into a corner. I was like, wow. Then they didn't know Misha. So it was kind of rude to her. And they really started driving it home. We don't need this. You need this. I don't even know who you is. I was like, girl, 702? Cherish? Nobody knows who y'all are. Like, what are you talking about? Of all the ladies there, nobody know y'all? All like that? I was like, girl, y'all, stop. Y'all are known in the industry. But viewership-wise, y'all just young. That's all you got going for you right now. All them writing creds and that ain't working in this. Nobody gives a shit. No one cares. Who you wrote for, that doesn't mean anything. That has to do with you in the bank. But with popularity and winning over the people and selling records, something completely different. Completely different. Anyway, moving on. So, then Aubry, I said, here go Aubry. Aubry goes outside. She talking to Fallon. I'm sorry, not Fallon. She's talking to Nivea. We know Nivea at one point was engaged to Lil Wayne. She is a baby by Lil Wayne. Child, she was actually with Lil Wayne, left Lil Wayne, went with the dream, had a set of twins, then went back with Lil Wayne. Okay? And he proposed to her again. And Aubry stood out there and asked her about how good Lil Wayne's penis was. I said, you have not changed one little bit, Miss Aubry. You are still a tacky whore, and I love it. I love it. You're so out of order. You are so out of order. So out of order. She is the same Aubry O'Day as back on Making the Band. She is just raunchy. And the only thing, of course, she got more face work. She's giving you Mount Rushmore face, honey. So you just done got older and you got work done in your face, but girl, you just as messy as ever. I said, this is going to be so good. Oh, so good. Anyway, moving on. So then Aubry makes a power move. I said, girl, I was wondering how long it was going to be before you start your shit, Miss Aubry. Power move. Boom. She goes and ease up on Keely. Girl, I know her from back in the day. No, you don't really know her. You don't really know her. Her and D Woods were friends. Her and D Woods, Keely and D Woods had some run-in, and D Woods had told Aubry back in the day something about throwing a bucket of chicken. And when she ended up later on, she gonna say, yes, I don't really know her all like that. All I know is that she's a chicken bucket thrower. She's a messy messy. But she made that power move and threw herself in front of Keely like she was going to be Keely's ally, because the girls were really giving Keely like, girl, how are you the authority all of a sudden? The girl, the cheetah girls, now you the creative director. I mean, it's very possible. Just because you don't see these things being done, those background, those producing creds and all of that stuff that people, those are things that you don't see out front. So you don't know that they possess that until you actually see them work. So, but they were just nasty with that whole thing. So I said, okay, I see you, Aubry. It's a power move. So the very next day, because the girls, the twins were like, we're leaving. We don't need this. This is all some bullshit. We're out of here. Because anyway, if you think that you're too good to be in the group, are you kidding? Like, girl, get out of here. So they were talking about they were going to leave, but then they said, well, we're just going to sleep on it and see how we feel in the morning. Pam, this is what I was telling you about Pam being, I got off on a tangent. Like I said, I used to think that Pam was like a stud, but she's the complete opposite. Pam is very into the church. Not so much the church, but very into her spirituality. Pam had a bout with liquor and abuse of alcohol, and she had a moment where he tapped her. Baby, he said, like he does, he'll bring you out when he gets ready to bring you out. He tapped her on the shoulder, and she said she heard him tell her, girl, you keep on going, you're going to die, just so you know. And she listened. So she is very attached to her spirituality at this point. Pam went out on that porch and got them twins, baby, and got them together. Wiped all that negativity away and asked them, would y'all like to pray? And they prayed with her. They changed their tune, came back in basically and asked for forgiveness. Now, everybody went on board. Everybody went on board. I have to be honest. Keely ain't here for the twins at all. At all. There was a period right there where Irish totally wasn't here for twins. She's like, I don't know about that. But everybody's like, okay, come on, let's just try to, let's try to do this. So then they go, now they got RuPaul's thing going on. You know how Rue does this whole little thing like, "Ooh, girl," and then he gives you a message telling you what's going on. And he tells the girls in the workroom what's next. Well, they pulled that little stunt. I see you, BET. Y'all stole that from Rue. And they had Sita. Y'all remember Sita from back in the day on BET? They had the video show, the animated character Sita. So they got Sita. Sita's on there, and Sita talks to the girls, and she explains to them, you know, what the task is about the album and the tour and all of this stuff. So that was really cute. Um, and then after that, we got Cinnamon showed up. She is the vocal coach. Very, very reputable vocal coach, honey, Miss Cinnamon. She came, she had everybody sing. So, of course, I mean, the narcissism has kicked in. You get to start seeing the narcissism and the competition. These are the things that where the girl groups just implode. Everybody sang, so everybody's judging everybody. Um, then we have Elijah and Cosign showed up. They are producer and songwriters to help with the situation. And they sat down, and this is where things was getting a little touchy, trying to get the vision together. What do we want this to look like? What do we want the music to look like? Well, everybody's on a different page. Pam is very spiritual, so you know she ain't with that pop, dip, twirl, pop, shake my ass. She ain't there. Um, Misha has young children and she's married. She ain't there. There was somebody else that was not feeling the body, the booty popping music. Misha, Irish, and it was Misha, Irish, Pam. I think it was just them. That wasn't down with all that. And the twins was all like, "No, we with the Mag the Stallion." Like, yeah, we get it. You want to be sexy, of course. Barfly, Aubry, we already know where she stands, and all of that. So that was the whole thing. We was like, "Oof, this is going to have to be something." Okay, then after that, we had another guest, which was Aaliyah Janelle. Anybody who's from YouTube knows about Miss Aaliyah Janelle. She's a choreographer, and baby, she's one of the girls that got real popular doing the high heel dancing classes. She be getting down. Her choreography is nasty, baby. Miss Aaliyah gets down, baby. But she was there, so they were excited to see her. She ran through some things with them, and guess who was at? Well, first of all, Keely did well. She did her little singing. She was cool. She was cool. On the singing, Misha was a little shaky. Irish was a little shaky. It's been a while for them. Pam, Pam's Pam. Pam got a different. Pam has a whole. Remember, she got a whole different vibe and different things like that. Everybody else, Nivea, she been off for a little bit, but they got everybody cool. The only people that were really, really in there with it was Shamari, because Shamari's been stayed practicing. Shamari been waiting for her break. Shamari, the twins, and Aubry. They stage ready as far as vocals, and Keely. And they're like, "I don't know what she thinks. She's just trying to show off or something." Well, I mean, she's showing you why she's able to be the creative director. Then they get to dance, and baby, when I tell you, Keely tore the choreography down. Creative director Keely tore the choreography down, baby. She had it all down. Even the hair choreo, baby, it was giving. I said, "Come on, Miss Keely." Tore it down. Tore it down like a true cheater girl, honey. I said, "Come on, Miss Keely." Anyway, so they was gagged. They was gagged. Anyway, so we go from there to Aubry does what Spillitboy TV's been waiting on. I said, "What you gonna do, Miss Aubry?" She started her shit. She gets to moving and shaking, baby. She gets up there. She didn't convince the girl. She says, "Let's go talk." Gets them all in the room. "This is what I was thinking. Why don't we split up into like 2 groups? And yeah, because we're all like wanting to do different things, and it just seems like." And Keely just let her do it. She's just sitting there looking at her. I said, "Look at Aubry. You are a one messy old goddamn, she messy. But the basis of it was Irish, Misha, Pam, and Nivea are out. They just pushed them into a group by themselves. And it all had to do with basically vocals, age, dance ability, and sex appeal. They just kind of moved them out and put them all into a group together. Kept referring to them as the aunties. But they were doing that during their confessionals, calling them the aunties. Then told Kylie, then she told Keely, now what you need to do is figure out what it is that you're going to do at this point now. Since there's two groups and it's not just one group, you got to figure out what your purpose is here. Power move. She got up in Keely's ear to try to figure out what it was that Keely was there for, really. The ins and outs of it. And then she's trying to take Keely's position. I said, baby, this is classic Aubry O'Day behavior. This is just why Aubry O'Day and Diddy couldn't get along, because he saw her for who she was. He knew she was a snake. He knew that he had to watch her. He also knew that if he wasn't looking, Aubry would bite the shit out of him. And Diddy knew how to handle Miss Aubry, baby. That's why they used to go head up all the time. Miss Aubry has not changed one little bit. This shit here is going to be so good. So good. Anyway, so they got that together. Now, let me just say this before I move on. The funny thing is, Keely going to have to pull it back together, because Keely been hired to do something specific, okay? Keely's been hired to do something specific, so you got to go back and gain control, Keely. But as far as the aunties, what they trying to do, they really are doing y'all a favor. Now, just hear me out. Hear me out. They don't have the vocals for what I'm getting ready to tell you. But wouldn't you be able to respect it more if Pam, Irish, Misha, and Nivea were to create a girl group of 4 that are age appropriate, right in their age range, singing grown-up women's songs, dressing like grown women, doing their thing as a quartet, very a la En Vogue. Now, that's what I said. They don't have the vocals of En Vogue, but the whole thing is that having the heart, and you're having a direction, and the songwriters are going to pull it together, and the producers, they're going to pull it together. But y'all could pull that off. The look could be pulled off. The message can be conveyed. Pam is very gospel, so you got gospel there. You got, and everything else, everybody else is wanting to be grown. They want to be an adult. They want to be an adult. That is the makings of some record sales. More than, listen to what I'm getting ready to say, because some people ain't going to like what I'm getting ready to say. Baby, y'all don't like this kind of teaching. But when you get to talk about Fallon and Felicia, Shamari DeVoe, Aubry O'Day especially, them hoes is old. They're old. You pretending to be something else. Y'all in the middle. Y'all not, first of all, Destiny's Child has an issue being Destiny's Child. Okay? We live for Destiny's Child. We live for them as Michelle, Kelly, and Beyonce. We don't live for them as Destiny's Child anymore, because when they were Destiny's Child, they were young women. They weren't grown women. Now they are grown women, and when they come together, we have a nostalgic moment. They go back and they sing their songs when they were young women, and we say, yes, I remember. Because we are grown now. We are grown. But what we connect to them on is the new stuff that they do. and we pay homage to and we reminisce with the things that they used to do. You all are trying to get together to do what they used to do and try to do it present day. Are y'all serious? Do y'all really believe that y'all could form a group and be all sexy and carrying on and dressed up like Destiny's Child used to be back in the day when they were young women with y'all's womanly asses, and pull it off, and 17 to 18-year-old boys is going to be oogling over y'all? Like, seriously oogling over you. Aubry O'Day, even with all your work done and all that, and you, girl, you look cool. You look good, girl, body-wise and everything, you cool. Do you honestly believe that a 21-year-old is laying back, looking at a picture of you, ready to touch himself, the way that they did when you used to be in Danity Kane? Do you honestly believe that, do you got a first aid kit handy? You think that would work for you right now? Do you honestly, I mean honestly, in your heart of hearts, believe that you could be a super group and you all could really make it and boom, blow up on the scene and really turn it? What, you bugging what? You bugging who? You bugging me and ain't thinking it ain't cool? You think y'all can pull that off right now? Or do you think you do better with a little, giving him something he can feel? I think you better lean to that direction. Because if you really believe that you could pull off, can you pay my bills? Pay my telephone bill, my automobile, and maybe we could chill. You think that will work for you right now? Be serious. You got to know what your lane is. You got to know where you are really in life. Ain't no boys that's 21 years old oogling over no 40-year-old pop diva child. They're after Megan. They're after Cardi. They ain't after Aubry. So I'm just and I know something that will touch some of y'all in y'all spirit, but that's okay. That's all right. I said it. I am your fan. I'm almost 50. And I know good and well a 21-year-old ain't looking at and being excited about the same thing I'm being excited about at 50. Like I said, I know you don't like this type of teaching, but this is what I do. This is what I do. I'll be honest with you. Now, I'm enjoying myself, but you've got to be serious. And even the twins, you're young compared to the people in the house, but in the real world, you're not that young. And this is the cute part. After you put Aubry, see, I'm dragging Aubry. I know. But I always enjoy dragging Aubry. I still like you, girl. Girl, you still a showstopper, showstopper, and all that. You still all that. You all that. But you a delusional heifer. You a delusional heifer, baby. Yes, because listen, after you put Pam out the group and Misha and Irish and Nivea, after you put them out the group, and then you was left over there with the twins and Shamari. Who do you think you became in that moment, Aubry? After you were stuck over there with them, with those young women, who do you believe you became in the group, Aubry? You became their auntie, you old bitch. You're now the auntie in the group. You think you put yourself in a position like, oh yeah, I can run these girls. No, you put yourself in a position where you're the old bitch in the group now. Girl, good luck. Good luck. Anyway, moving on. Child, I told y'all, this is some good shit here. This is going to be good. There was this moment here where Irish, this took me out. I didn't expect this at all. Completely took me out. Irish opened up and started to talk about the fact that she had a twin. If you remember back, the twin was in the group 702 in the beginning. But she died from complications from cancer. She fought it for years and she succumbed to it when they were 27 years old. And I was listening to the story, and the twins, Fallon and Felicia, were literally looking at her, and the wall came down where she was kind of like side eyeing them. The wall came down for a moment there because they nobody else in the house could really understand what she's saying the way that them twins were, because they are twins. Okay. And she made this comment, and I was hanging with her at first. The cancer thing, I was like, oh shit, there we go. When she said, she said there was a point where she was in hospice, and my sister said to me, do you think I'm going to die, Irish? She said, and like a twin, I answered her, and I'm waiting for her to say, I don't know what I was waiting for her to say, but when she said to her twin, I don't know, but I'll go with you, baby, when I tell you, I was no more good. That thing broke me so quick, and so it was like a lightning bolt. I was like, oh my God, Irish, no. It just, that thing, that was rough. That was really, really rough. Really rough. Yeah, that was a reality. They already had a real reality TV moment, and it was a moment. I had to turn it off for a minute and then go back and come and continue. That was rough. Poor thing. Anyway, moving on. We can go back to the mess, child. Keely and Aubry. Okay. Now, Keely said, "This is bullshit." And she said, she's being divisive. I see her for who she is. Keely sees her. And then Aubry started. Aubry went right back to her reality TV stuff and going to confront her. Girl, please don't talk about me behind my back. And she said, when you're going to different groups of ladies and you're saying something about me and then you're using the word divisive, girl, that's not cool. And it's like you're talking about me behind my back, and I don't like it. Like, I said everything I had to say. I wasn't trying to be sneaky and I wasn't trying to be shit. You were. You were, and you were, and you were guilty as charged. You a hit dog and you hollering. But this is the best. This is the best. This is what you do. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Aubry O'Day Show. This is what she does. But that Keely, I got a feeling Keely got something for you, Aubry. This shit here is going to be good. Y'all keep on watching, baby, because I sure am. I'll catch y'all next week, honey. This is good, baby. BET got it right, family. BET, come on through BET with the Encore.